Welcome, man. Cup Live. We back again, man. Another Tuesday, another set of guests, and got my man Pinky gonna be on here. But look here, don't forget, not this weekend, but the following weekend, October 20 and the 21st, at the Worldwide Technology Raceway. The Man Cup will be at the Worldwide Technology Raceway with Swartz Law Group Full Throttle Fest. We're gonna be in the house. We're gonna have the racing going down. Got a lot of guys talking about they're gonna be out there. They're bringing some really nice motorcycles out there to do some real good racing. So if you get an opportunity, get yourself out there to the racetrack, Worldwide Technology Raceway in Madison, Illinois, for the Full Throttle Fest presented by Swartz Law Group and the Manufacturers Cup. And like always, I'd like to thank our sponsors for sticking in here with us, making sure that we can continue to pay the bills and get on here and let you meet our races and so forth, behind the scenes type of situation. All of you sponsors, thank you. We appreciate y'all continued support. You're gonna be starting getting some emails about that time of year too. So we got some new stuff we're gonna provide for you all in an email. Look out for a marketing kit coming your way. Big Boss, what's going on, man? How we got you up in Nashville, man? Bring them on. There we go. What's up, boss?
Man, what's up, man? You know what it is. Getting ready for that race next week.
Man, we got a good one coming up.
It's gonna be like a family race too, man. Cause it's a lot of family, like dad and daughter, and dad and son, and brothers and sisters. There's a lot of that gonna be going on down there, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna be able to get my bike down there so I can run with my daughter. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna be able to do that and do that little job I got to do too. But it's gonna be some family racing. Like we got on tonight, we got two brothers on tonight that's racing. They race together, so it's gonna be a family thing. The Wagners, they racing down there. The Willowboy and his son down there. John Markham and his son down there. So yeah, it's gonna be a family thing.
I think it's gonna be a pretty good race there. I think it's gonna be a pretty good race down in St. Louis as well, man. At the gate, I think Worldwide Technology is gonna get a surprise of how many people are gonna come and attend this particular event. Can't wait to get out there myself and see exactly how the turnout turns, And then, like right now, we're working on our 24 schedule to get it released soon. So y'all keep your eyes open for that, because that's gonna be coming soon. We're gonna spread the love, try to spread the love a little bit around these tracks, and get to where it makes it where everybody get a little, good equal share of where they have to get to as far as distance getting to it. But at any rate, I can't wait to get our guests on. We're gonna go pay a few bills right quick, and we'll be right back with our guests. Our Man Cup Live. We'll see y'all right back in 1 second. All right, Man Cup Live. We're back again, and we got Rylan and Rashad Rowe, road racing in the house. With my man, Big Boss, Pinky Bowles out of Nashville. What's going on, guys?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, well, you got to introduce yourself now, because they just heard me say Rylan and Rashad, so you let them know who they talk to right now.
Go ahead.
I'm Rylan. I'm the younger brother out of the Rowe Brothers Racing.
And I'm Rashad. I'm the older, big, mean brother, that pushes this program.
Man, look here, man. It's been good having you all on here, man. Been reading a lot about you guys on the social media. Y'all been out there doing a lot of racing this season, and it seems like y'all got some combinations on lock right now. So, I'm looking forward to seeing y'all. Y'all going up there and do a little top gas racing up there at Worldwide Technology. Is that correct?
Yeah, we plan to, we got Top Gas, 950, we should be in there. Super comp as well. Of course, we got street ET bikes, and then we recently started going off that top bulb with the Pro ET, using our super comp and top gas bike. So we plan to jump in Pro ET as well. Try to see how we can do in there as well.
Man, that's a lot of tech cars right there. I'm looking forward to having the
Sure
gates
is.
wide open for y'all. Y'all come here. Y'all just
Yeah.
But so y'all been to a few man cup events this year. How y'all have enjoyed yourselves so far? I mean, it's my first year doing it, and I just want to kind of get a little feedback from the racers. I got one of y'all put myself on the line. Give it to me raw. We'll take it.
Oh yeah, Man Cup. We've always enjoyed going to Man Cup races. Previous years and this year especially, man. Dragway 42, smooth track. The program was ran amazing there. I think he got in. I think he was down to the finals in one class. We did well there, man. The program's ran well, very smooth. No complaints on our end.
Hey man, appreciate that. That's the whole idea, is just to make sure that when you come out there, we're enjoying our hobbies, and it's really gambling with your hobby kind of type thing, because you just put your entry money is kind of your bet. Well, leave it up to like the Clemmy brothers. They said there's a business for them. So for you guys, I mean, what motivates you guys to keep coming back? I mean, at this point, you racing, you pretty good. You've won some races now. Are you kind of like the Clemmys as well, going out and get those checks?
Well, it's funny because that we watched them for years. You know what I mean, and we paid attention to them for years. And this year we've been really successful with racing. And it's like, when you roll into the track, it's like, okay, yeah, you kind of got to treat it like a business, at some point. So yes, we're good.
So I mean, what's the motivation then? I mean, you obviously,
I'll be
what
honest. What
motivation
motivates me is, some days, he motivates me, more than he knows, just watching him. He'll be in a class like Dirty 30 that runs before my class, super comp or top gas, he's a super comp guy, but I'm top gas. So I'll basically like at NHDRO, I'll watch him run 2 classes before I run one. He'll go get round wins, and I'll be like, hey, hold on. You can't come back with a loss. You know what I mean? You got to step it up as well. So, I kind of feed off of him more than he knows, and, to motivate me.
I piggyback off that. I definitely, no matter what, it can be, I'm at the finish line in street ET and he's coming through the trap. I'm looking over the wall at him, seeing if he wins. He thumbs me up, and I'm like, all right, here we go, next round. So it's kind of a motivation for both of us, man. When we both out there winning rounds, we get back to the trailer, we have our little moments, like, man, come on, let's go next round. It keeps us going.
So 2-part question. So how long ago did you all get started, and what got you into it?
Well, I'm gonna start with the first. What got us into it first was our father Robbie and our uncle Billy. We watched them for years. Well, me longer than him, of course, but watched them for years have hot rods, whether it was cars or bikes, and we just we grasped it and took it to another level. But, I can remember like the Screaming Eagles Derby race, Pinky, you were talking about Black Friday earlier, you know what I mean? The Screaming Eagles Derby race. I think it's 50 plus years old.
That's right.
I've been going to that race for over 25 years, since he was like 2, so, and we're only 10 years apart. I don't make it like it's been a long time, but with that being said, just, we grew up in it, we like, he definitely had no choice, but, especially when I started riding. So it just, that part of it, and that's what really got us started.
And now you guys are on your own doing it. So what's the makeup of your team? I mean, who makes up your team of road racing?
Pretty much Bro Brothers, a 2-man team. We do we branch out. We got a bunch of buddies that race with us. We go by ZX Mafia. Vans Boy Racing. I'm sure you guys are familiar with him. We got another guy with us, David Hartley, guy from Frankfort, Kentucky. So pretty much you see a bunch of 14s at a track park by us. That's our team, right? That's pretty much our ZX Mafia team right there.
So I take it you are some real big Kawasaki people, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You're careful.
So what made you? Then there's another part of the conversation. Then how did you get to be a Kawasaki guy? First bike you just happened to have a Kawasaki, or you know had a few of them, and then you went back inside. That's why I wanted to be
actually, it was Dad. He was a old school ZX11 guy, in the 90s. But before that, I'd back up. They were Honda guys, so they had those 6-cylinder Hondas, right? I know Pinky.
Pinky got a six, so he got one of those bikes, I think.
Right. I have a 6-cylinder as well. I have a 6-cylinder. Right. My dad has a 6-cylinder. My uncle actually I bought my uncle 6-cylinder. But we started with those, and then they graduated to the ZX11. You remember the 90s and the ZX11s, how powerful those were. And then ZX12 Busa came out. Dad bought a ZX12. So that's what kicked us to be cow guys. From ZX12, I cut my teeth on the ZX12. He cut his on the racetrack, really at a 250 cal, but he graduated to a ZX10 real quick. So that's
so if Dad was a Suzuki man, y'all would be Suzuki folks then, basically.
Well, if you let Dad tell it, the baddest bike he ever owned was an 850 Zoot dry shaft bike. You know what I mean? He got a shaft with an 850 Zoot. It's the baddest thing you ever owned. Let him tell it, But yeah, we're cow guys.
We're gonna take a break right quick, and we'll be right back. All right.
All right.
All right, man. Couple Live, we back. We got the Rowe brother, Rowe Racing, big boss in the house. And, they was just telling me how they end up being the Kawasaki guys and ZX14. So do you do most of all your own work on your bikes?
Absolutely. There's a few guys that help us like with heads and stuff like that. And, but like when I tore a transmission up earlier this year, that was all in my shop. You know what I mean? I tore the parts, put the cases, put it all together, him as well, he comes over and assists, but yeah, we try to keep it in house as much as possible. But, like I got a cool guy, Portec Bill, a lot of people use him, who is killer with my cylinder heads and that helps my bikes live, our bikes live rather.
And so when you look at the dynamics of the team, how many times I want to go back to this because I know so we always want to know how many times y'all had to race each other. How that turn out?
I do this question.
Let's go ahead and get to the real. Let's go ahead and get to the real stuff.
Too many times. I'm a little down on him right now, man. I ain't got an answer for him right now.
Hey, Hollywood. I've been putting him on my knee this year, man. I've been tearing him up.
Man, I lose to him and have to go take it out on other classes, man. That's most of the times I've been winning in some of these other classes is because I lost to him in Street ET or something earlier in the day. But no, it's fun. But yeah, he got my number right now. I can't get past him.
Man, you think that you don't think that's just a psychological block up there, do you?
No, it's all fun. It's really fun in games at the end of the year. We both. He's beat me. I beat him, but I just this year I don't know what it is.
I go back like this year it's been me. You know what I mean? And we still have we have our family fun. We roll up there. We give each other a sign. You know what I mean? At the starting line, like, hey, you better get my best. And but I go back to the time where I realized he we're 10 years difference. When I realized he had it, and it was a time at our local track to where he we raced in the finals, and he was like 002 red, and I was like 10. I was good, you know what I mean, on bottom bug street bikes, and I didn't catch him. And I was like, something ain't right, because usually by the 330, regardless of what he does, I walk by him, and it was like, okay, I gotta start taking him serious. You know what I mean? Like, he might be all right. And then, like 3 weeks later, he wins the Street ET championship at NHDRO. So it's just practice that like we do like that at our local track that really nobody sees, that prepares both of us. You know what I mean? But you know, I got to take him serious now from 11 years old on the 250. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right. So we're gonna start with Rylan. Rylan, what would you consider your most prized win, or the most happiest moment in racing? How about that?
I think I'm gonna go
the
back.
Proudest moment. How about the most proudest moment in racing? That'd be a good one.
We'll do that 2020 Street ET Championship. We went through 97 bikes that day.
Yeah, something like that.
Went through 97 motorcycles. Didn't have to buy back. My worst light was like 20 maybe. But that was just that was a weekend that just meant a lot to our family. We had a loved one going through some stuff then, but it was just a day that meant a lot to all of us.
Mm-hmm. And so both of y'all ran in the same class, and you came out victorious on that particular class that day.
See how it comes back. Yeah. Yep.
See how it come right back to you. Hey, like what man say, man, when you tell it right, it come out right, man. So you know that's right. Hey, but so and how about you, Rashad? You know, we asked Rylan his best moment. What about yours?
That one, of course, I'm piggyback off of that one, but then separately, like it was later that year. There was a Ohio Valley race. I've been trying to run top gas. I've been everywhere in the country trying to run top gas. Been fighting the bike. I have a ZX 14 powered top gas bike. Everybody runs Boosa. No disrespect to the Boosa. I wanted to figure out the 14 thanks to my man Ken Chapman, Lee Chapman. They ran that, and they turned me on to it. That's the first guys I ever seen with a 14 with a chassis bike with a 14 motor in it. And I got a top gas shootout win at NHDRO at Ohio Valley. That's really what made me believe that I wasn't going the wrong way, because I was ready to switch motors. And of course,
what kind of motor you was gonna go?
You know what I was going.
I was going to to go there.
I was going to a Boosa.
So
I mean, getting beat up by, so week in, week out, I'm gonna talk about him. Joe Deck, everybody knows Joe Deck. You know what I mean? The king of top gas. He ran top gas for a while. They're like, man, you got the wrong motor in there. That's your problem. You got the wrong motor in there. That's the problem. In the final, I ran Joe Deck, and Joe remembers. And no pun, me and Joe are homies. But it helped motivate me. And I thank him for that, because now I'm pushing him to get back in top gas. You know what I mean? To make it, because he is. Everybody knows Joe Deck bad in top gas and Pro ET.
Right. Yeah, he just got a way of winning with that situation right there. He got to figure it out for sure. So I guess if that was a nemesis, if I was going to ask you the next question, is that both of y'all answer right there? Who's your nemesis in your class that you run, and who do you really, really want to beat in your class that you run?
You start.
I got a couple. I got him. Definitely my brother. But it's just fun. It's out of fun and games. Man, I will tell you, racing the Clemmies are fun, man. You know you're gonna get their best, and it just brings the best out of you, man. We've had some fun races with them, Top Gas, Super Comp, Dirty 30. All those classes this year. They're just some tough, well-rounded racers, man. They understand it.
Right. So how about you, Rashad?
Yeah, I'm like him. I got a couple. Me and Joe Deck, of course, but we've been on both sides of it. I'm gonna tell you, I hope they watching the Wagners. Y'all gonna get my best every single time. You know what I mean? Love them to death, bro. Love them to death. I'm gonna throw a wrench in here. I'll be honest. I don't think I've ever beat Megan Bowers. You know, even on a street bike. You know, I got it. Is she bringing that 14? Because I'm gonna get in Street ET if she is. I hope she's in Street ET.
Man, I know the 460 bike. I don't know, but I seen it in the trailer back in the backyard. So you know,
she gonna be on here talking about somebody called me out. I'm bringing it. Now I'm not calling you out. I just want to go.
That's why I first remember you at a race one time. Y'all was fighting to see who was gonna be number one qualifier on something.
That was Top Gas, though. Remember that? That was Top Gas. Knoxville.
That's right. I remember that.
Yeah. We both ran 520.
Go back to who won the fastest time, who cut the tree. It was all that. And I'm sitting there saying,
who cut the tree, and she beat me out.
I remember that.
We did it at the same time. We was next to each other, though, so it was fair.
That's right.
Sitting next to each other. But
that's great.
also, I'll tell you two people, man. Every time I go to NHDRO on a Friday night shootout, I draw Doug Fisher. He tears me up. And that's rough because he runs with Little Richard. And then on Saturday, Jeremy Teasley, man, he gets my number, man. I'm telling you, I'm not cloud chasing right now, but man, on Saturday, it's like if like this year, me and Tom Clemmy were in a championship running. It was me and him out front.
Right.
And if I'd have beat Jeremy, I probably would have won the championship because Tom went out and Jeremy put it on me. And, you know, so it's one of them that it is what it is. Them are the guys that I got to step my game up. Guys and girls, I got to step my game up against.
That's right. I mean, the competitions just got tough all the way around nowadays. You know, in all the classes now. You know, once these classes got into these, you know, either index or the street ET, the pro ET classes, people are just familiar with their motorcycles now, and you just got to beat them. Ain't no gimmies now right now. You know, there's no gimmies. We're gonna take a quick little break, and we'll be right back now. In fact, wrap up this interview with we got the Rowe brothers, Rowe Racing in the house.
The brothers, yeah, the brothers.
Man Cup Live, we're back with Rowe Racing. We got Rashad and Rylan Rowe, and we got my man Big Boss in the house.
Hey, look
at guys.
Wood. We didn't have no pictures of the brothers.
That's exactly what I'm going to find out. If we had any photographs, so we can see what y'all riding with, huh? Well, we know we had some. I think they had the last minute trying to get the photographs up there, but you know it's all good. You all can always go to our website, to their Facebook page, look up some of their action. How can they find y'all on y'all social media? We want the fans to be able to come and check you out as well.
So my social media, Facebook, just Rylan Rowe. I'm on Instagram also, and it's just I am Rylan Rowe.
Okay.
And then on Instagram, I'm ZX Mafia Race Team. And then on Facebook, I'm Shad ZX Mafia Race Team. You know, like I said, that's where you find us at. And then also, I'd like to give a shout out to a couple guys, if we could, that helped us along the way, if that's okay.
Please do. Please do.
I'm going to start with, like I said, I mentioned them earlier, Ken and Lee Chapman and Gary Chapman, the Chapman brothers. Of course, Liguori Drag Racing. We run a fuel tech on the bar bikes, helped us tremendously. Bill at Portec, Mike Hall, I call him Mad Mike. He's wired all of our bikes. Vance Boy Racing, you know, is a teammate of ours who helps, you know, just fill in when we're, you know, just to even be motivational when we're feeling down about what we do. And then I'm going to shout out some of my car guys because, like I said, the shop we have or the shop they have is always open to us. My boy, Brandon Quinn, Robert Marshall, like I said, he's a car guy that just really understands. He understands motorcycles. He understands racing. So you could talk about the start line, 3:30, reaction time first, and finish line. You can send him a time ticket and be like, man, you better step it up here. So just the people like that. And then, of course, our significant others, and our family, our parents, who have instilled just the willingness to work in us and showed us the way to do this properly. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And the rest of our family who support us, and if I left anybody out, right, I'm sorry.
So outside of the gates, right, that sounds really great. I appreciate you for, paying attention and giving some, some love to those people that actually have been there for you. A lot of times, a lot of people go unnoticed, behind the scenes, but, it's good to always give them some props, let them know what you think about them. And, but what I was going to ask you was, dang, I had a brain fart. Oh, sorry. But I was going to ask you about I've been noticing that y'all been kind of got this new bike going on right now. And, I don't know what y'all doing or whatever, but the bike looks like it's performing really, really, really well, and it's good to see, where, like you said, you felt like you turned the curve this year and got, past a lot of things. Now you kind of got the bike down in. You gave a lot of props for people to help you get there. How does it feel when you're going down the road knowing that you got this bullet back here ready to go? They really can go to that winner's circle, man. Of bullets. In that case, because both of y'all got bikes back there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good feeling. Most of the time, especially when you unload the first pass off the trailer, index racing, and you dead on or one under, that's a great feeling, man. You got a place to start. From there, now you can start, all right, I got to tighten up on this tree. Or, this right, is where I need to tighten up. And this is where, man, it's a great feeling. Especially, you pull the bike off the trailer, hey, if I'm here, I'm competitive this weekend. They're going to have to worry about me, one of us. It's always a good feeling.
Correct. And so outside of the gates, what do you all do occupational wise outside of drag racing? What's the family like? I mean, how do you balance all this thing? Because racing is one thing, and it's more of a hobby/hustle when you're really good. But so, what do you all do when you're not at the racetrack?
You go ahead.
Yeah, so I've been a Kentucky state government employee for 17 years. So I'm assistant director of a facilities management branch. So basically, I'm over assets and leasing. So we provide a bunch of office space for like our child support offices in the state of Kentucky. So I have a building. We have 120 counties here. I have a building that we maintenance and provide, a service to in all 120 counties.
Gotcha. So that's it's like a Department of Real Estate Asset Management, right? That dream.
Yeah, I have asset or leasing design. Right. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. How about you, Rylan?
So I'm actually working for a Fortune 500 company. I've been there about 4.5 years. I'm actually a life and health insurance agent in 22 states, but I've recently made the switch over to the project management side of that. So I'm just on the kind of the project management back end of that. So I've been making that transition in the last few weeks.
And so when you say project management on the back end, meaning that you just oversee all the people that probably were in the position that you came from, basically.
Yep, I could give ideas. I've run stretch projects, come up with, hey, this system might work a little bit better for this, like how can we bring this, this group, this insurer or this small business to want to add some different ancillary lines with this.
Right.
As well as try to get cross-selling with our business units.
How long have you been in that position? I mean, the company rather.
Be 4 years, and I graduated college 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years in November, I believe. Yep.
So both of y'all college graduates. Which colleges?
So I actually went to a small school Division III school down in Louisville, Spalding University, where I played college basketball down there.
Okay.
And actually, this is my pride and joy. He's the only male in our family that has a college degree. I don't have a college degree.
Yeah, neither do I. I mean, I got a lot of college
Yeah,
degrees. yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
right,
yeah, yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I basically came straight out of high school and got in the government, and it's just worked my way up.
But you know, you get the degree, but I do have a degree, but it's non-traditional way of having to get it. I mean, it'd been nice to go straight out of high school and straight into college and go back that way, but doing it the way I had to do it. But at any rate, you know, you get the education and you realize that what I realize more importantly is that it seems like the relationships that you get while getting educated turns out to be what you really can take away from it. You know what I'm saying? And definitely the education. You know, learning how to be a man or a woman, you know, with a higher education, and you got to be, you know, at this point to be competitive. It seems like, you know, but
yeah,
it's good to
definitely.
have you guys on, get to know a little bit about you. You know, you guys been to racetrack. Don't nobody know. You know, they might think you're a ZX14 mechanic for hire, man. They might. That's all they think you want to go do. But
Yeah.
at any rate, I look forward to seeing y'all up there at the St. Louis race. Y'all make sure y'all come on up there. I know how deep y'all coming up there.
We should be pretty good, man. Like I said, especially we've been promoting it for you. You know what I mean? Like I said, everywhere we go, we try to promote it and try to get our friends and family to come join. And like I said, even our friends in St. Louis that we know, we reach out to them saying, "Hey, we here." I had another buddy from Iowa that is a Facebook buddy. I've never met him, and I'm excited because he says he's coming to Man Cup St. Louis, and I'm like, man, I've talked to this guy for like 8 years back and forth on Facebook, talking about how
Right.
he's telling me how he does stuff with his bikes. I'm telling him how I do stuff. So I'm excited to like
Right.
even meet new people. You know what I mean? Even though he feels like family because we talked for so long. So
Well, man,
happy for a great
I'm
event,
sure.
man. We're excited for it.
I'm sure looking forward to it. I hope the weather be kind to us. I mean, it seems like it's gonna be dry, but I hope it don't be too cold. I mean, it is getting close, playing it close right now, but you know, we'll
Sometimes,
get in where we fit in. You know, we got to go with this one. We ain't gonna have time to play around. You know, trying to race all too late at night because it's just gonna be too cold. So we'll push the program up to get it in. I mean, it's anticipated, so we got a plan for it. But like I said, I appreciate y'all coming on, spending some time with us at Man, you know, Man Cup Live. You know, we got the Rowe Brothers, Road Racing. Got my man Big Boss over there in Nashville. I'm Hollywood down here in Atlanta. And we'll see y'all again. Like I said, if you can, make it to the Worldwide Technology, October
yes.
20th and the 21st. We're going to be at the Swartz Law Group Full Throttle Fest. It's going to be in the house, man. It's going to be a good race. Going to be some good competition. And I guarantee you get to see those Rowe brothers up there doing their thing. They're going to be trying to come up there and get that money, I know. But until then, man, y'all be safe out there. Man Cup Live, I love y'all. On the next part, we'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.